Let's talk energy. Welcome to the podcast. Changing energy, shifting perception. Energy is changing on this planet. The earth, the vibration, and us as humans. This podcast is to inform, enlighten, and give you different perspectives on this fifth dimensional energy, and to help you navigate your next exciting chapter. Connect with me via social media in the links provided, and I'd love to meet you. Share this podcast with your friends and enjoy the chat. Now, let's get on with today's show. Hello and welcome to the show. What is it that you really want? What do you really want? For many years now, I've had a strong and undeniable vision of where my life was taking me and how I would deliver my healing message to those who wanted to hear it and feel it. Working away in the background on my skills, my business, education, and ultimately my personal development, so that I was becoming the person I needed to be in that vision. Countless hours spent on myself, countless hours spent on my business, enormous amounts of money spent on mentors, coaches, programs, products, and then my own product development and program developments. This week, after one more project in my business that I thought was the next step came to a screaming halt, I asked the universe, what is it that I need to know right now? You see, it can be very frustrating when you think you know what you want and where you are going, only to be blocked at every turn. Not achieving the tangible financial results from the investments made in business education and coaching. Thinking you are following your guidance in creating the next thing, only to discover it really wasn't your next step. Here's the thing though, in business or in life, we have this up and down cycle constantly. The contrast is actually what teaches us and moves us forward. But when your big vision keeps getting smashed and delayed and uprooted or blocked, there has to be a point where you say, okay, what do you want from me, universe? What is my next step? Obviously, I'm not taking the steps on the path that is right for me right now. What is my next step? Help me with this. And you also have to understand that everything we do does take us closer. So, in fact, none of the things I have done over the past few years or my lifetime, but in particular the last 12 months, have been pointless, as they have all given me a better understanding of me, of others, of what I want, of what I don't want. And they've made me a stronger, wiser, and more determined person in my business and in life. And, sometimes even though you think something has failed, it really hasn't. Now, last night I had a clear message from the universe, which has totally thrown me, or maybe it's given me more clarity. Out of nowhere, I heard myself saying, all I want is a comfy cottage by the ocean where me and the dogs can live a simple life, grow clean organic food, and just be happy and peaceful. A nice, easy, simple life. Now, I have to tell you, this is far removed from my big vision, right? Of traveling the world, being on stages everywhere and bringing people back to their light, helping people see their magnificence, changing the energy of fear within people to love, and doing this with healing, energy work, intuition, talks, programs, workshops, books, mentorship, the whole thing, right? It's a big vision. And I didn't really know what to do with it, actually. But after pondering it for a while, I realized it is actually part of my big vision. But I've just gotten lost in the process and the doing. And, a simple life by the ocean is what I crave, and it is part of my bigger picture. And it's the feeling of that which I really needed to get back to. It was a clear message from the universe. And the universe does get the message to us in a way that sometimes is clear and often not. But it is always what we need to know at the time. This interruption from spirit and my inner knowing, because that's what universe is really letting me know right now that while I keep the focus on the doing, I'm forgetting and neglecting the being. What do I really want? I want a simple and peaceful life where I am still making a big difference globally. And I feel now that both are very achievable. I feel that all the blocks that have seen my plans all fall over into a heap this past year might lift if I get back to what I actually want. Not my imagined view of what is based on how other people do it, right? Or what I think is the right way, because that's what other people do. So, my question for you today is, what do you want, really? What do you really want? Is it that ideal home, car, or thing? Or is it the security of those things? Is it that ideal job, career, or business and the money it brings? Or is it the freedom and the lifestyle of that? Is it that partner or friend you crave? Or is it the feeling of being loved? Is it the ideal weight, diet, or gym membership because this is what you are told that you need? Is that what you really want? Or is it to feel good about yourself? What is it that you really want? And if you know this and have been working towards it, but just never getting over the line, what is it that you want that is underneath what you think you want? And what is blocking you from actually stating and declaring what it is you want if you haven't yet done so? Is it the fear of what others will say? Is it the stepping out of the herd mentality that has you frozen? Because that can. Is it trying to please everyone else first before you? That's a big one. Is it the constant apparent failure that has become a pattern and has you paralyzed from trying again, maybe? We have to remember that nothing's a failure. It's always a next step. So what is it that you really want right now? The first thing is to say it. And it doesn't have to be a world-changing statement. It can be something really simple. Just state it or write it. Then figure out some action steps towards it. You won't need to know all of them. Just begin and you will be guided along the way with the next step. Remember though, that what you truly want is a feeling behind all the words, behind all the plans, behind the big vision. And if you forget this along the way, you will definitely be reminded, as I have been, and you'll have the opportunity to get back on track with it. So what do you really want? Whatever it is, know that you deserve it totally. And the inspiration and the thought is coming from you because it's already there, right? It's coming from a you that has already experienced it, so you know it's possible. So I hope this podcast has clarified your visions and wants in a better way, and you will now have faith in yourself to step forward into the empowered and worthy you. So until next time, bye for now.